Missable Podcast, Missable Podcast, you're gonna wanna miss it, 'cause our content is all
Hello everybody, welcome to Missable Podcast, where the podcast is made up and the points don't podcast either.
Now, how about a real intro? Hey everybody, welcome to the Missable Podcast, where my name is Mr. Clean, aka Christopher, and I'm logging into Final Fantasy XIV for the second time. Because I had the volume going out from my TV, and I'll be playing Final Fantasy XIV during today's podcast.
Are you serious? No. No.
It's just mindless grinding.
It's not okay.
I won't be paying any attention to it.
Not okay.
Oh, Barry, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't go watch the Sony E3 stuff. We're going to have a podcast about that next week.
We are?
Yeah, I want to do an E3 cast next week.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll look up all the bullshit and talk about it with you guys throughout the week. You just have to actually talk to me during the week instead of ignore my existence until podcast day.
But that's exactly what I'm going to do.
But that's mean. You shouldn't do that to people.
You do mean things all the time.
Why is it always your fucking webcam that's freaking out, Josh? Is it because you've been playing video games lately?
What's wrong with my...
What video games have you been playing lately, sir?
What's wrong with my webcam?
It like stutters, man.
What?
I don't know. Maybe Skype just doesn't play well with your internet for some reason.
Video games. What have I been video games this week? I don't know, I opened up PA and didn't play it because there weren't any matches. I played a little bit of StarCraft.
I'm sorry.
I think I've been wanting to play Stellaris all week. E-Man, you gotta turn up your microphone.
Not the game, though. That new mic looks sick, by the way.
Mine?
Yeah.
How does it sound, more importantly?
Sounds good. It sounds
fine.
not horrifying.
It sounds not horrifying. I mean, that's okay, but...
That's all that's important right now to me, alright? After the past couple of times that we've chatted, I don't want to shit my doo-doo again.
I've been mostly working on music and...
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
It's all good. We're just going through Josh's week. It's not important.
There's a friend, I have a friend I made at work, and he dropped me a bunch of audiobooks onto
That's
my
pretty sick.
phone, so I've actually, in the last 4 or 5 days, listened through Foundation by Isaac Asimov, iRobot, and Ender's Game.
I haven't really... I saw that you said something about Ender's Game on Facebook. I don't really feel like reading.
That's a cool
I'm a
thing.
piece of trash.
I didn't have to read it. I just had to listen to it, you know?
I don't want to, like... Audiobooks are big, though, and my phone has no memory on it. So I just listen to podcasts anyway.
Find it in an MP3 format, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but they're still bigger than podcasts, so
while you're driving or playing fighting games, you can just pop it on.
No, that's what podcasts are for.
I'm sorry, we lost
But audiobooks are better.
What'd you say, man?
everything that was... all there was.
What?
I don't really like audiobooks that much. I prefer to read a book. I just don't feel like reading a book. Podcasts are amazing. How are you gonna say that podcasts...
Philo, I tried Dune. I tried it. I was listening through like the first couple chapters. I really didn't understand what was going on. Like, I got
I feel like
some
Dune
of it,
has too
but,
much context to listen to.
like, I feel like I would need someone to explain to me what's going on first, and then listen, and then go through it.
Yeah, that makes
like,
sense.
I could understand it, but like I'd really have to pay attention. It's
That
like,
makes sense to me.
it's one of those daunting tasks to me, kind of like Lord of the Rings or something like that.
Lord of the Rings is less daunting and more history book-like, so you don't want to do it.
Mm.
That's my biggest problem with Lord of the Rings.
See, that's
It's written like a fucking history book.
that's the thing I'm trying to avoid. Reading. Because I don't know, audiobooks are more efficient.
They are. They really are.
Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide for the Galaxy. Yes, that's one that I should go for.
Depending on who reads it,
What's that,
I
you man?
might listen to that.
I can't hear you right now.
Yeah, man, you have no volume, dude.
Hmm?
Hello?
Okay,
Hello?
there you are.
Hear you a little.
What?
We can hear you a little.
That was louder than expected.
Fine.
E-man. There's still problems ensuing.
Did you try the audio interface Josh recommended?
Yes!
Okay, I can't hear you laughing.
It's
Do you
not
have-
working.
Do you have a noise gate?
No? Noise gate isn't active.
Okay, what was the book?
I just unplugged my microphone for a few seconds to talk to my father because I couldn't figure out how to mute it quickly on Skype.
You click the mute button.
Mister, I'm gonna play fucking fighting games. We're trying to do a podcast.
What, me?
Skull Kid.
God.
Can you hear that?
God
Sorry.
damn it.
Wait. We actually started the podcast because, like,
Yeah,
it's.
I was waiting to see if anyone called you out on it.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry.
Dude, you are
You're fine, it was
triggering
just
one of my
getting funny.
viewers.
It was
Yeah.
just funny after a while to me. I was just like, I wonder how long until someone says something. 'Cause
Sorry.
I don't care.
It's all
I
good.
listen
Really
to the,
am. I'm just like labbing in Skullgirls. My bad.
I listen to the noise in an arcade stick for hours. A controller's nothing.
Can you guys at least hear me this time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I can
loud-
hear you.
Loud and
Yeah.
clear. You can go
Again,
up a little
sorry,
bit.
guys.
What was that
You're
book
fine.
you were showing us, E-man?
It was a
Okay.
copy of Dune. I was just gonna say, if you need a actual physical copy, I got one. Just have to drive 8 hours to get it.
Or you can mail it.
I would love to do that.
You could UPS it to me, and I will
It doesn't
definitely
seem
read it at
feasible.
work. You UPS'd it to me, I would read it at work.
I mean, like, but would I get it back?
Yes.
No. Oh.
If you
him?
did, if
Yeah.
you sent it to me,
Maybe.
yes.
Somebody,
I take good care of books. Josh loses them.
Somebody lent me a Spider-Man comic like a month ago, and I still haven't read it.
Read it.
Somebody,
It's probably good if someone like took the effort to lend it to you.
There's another comic book a truck driver gave to me. He told me to give it away when I was done with it if I wanted. Still haven't read it. It's been
What
like
is it?
2 or 3 months.
It's like the first edition of a Watchmen comic.
What if it's like one of the sick new 52 Animal Man comics? So Animal Man, no Animal. I see that phase, but Animal Man was kind of sick during the original, like his first New 52 run. Like
He gives you an Action 52 cartridge.
Here. It's called Sweet
Wow.
Tooth.
I'm glad you got it
That's
at least.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
That's terrifying. I don't know what to do
Probably it looks
with
like
this
a
piece
horror.
of shit car.
This probably wouldn't take very long to go through either.
Probably not.
I wonder if there's still a $100,000 bounty on whoever can get through one of the most broken games in Action 52.
I hope not.
Which is
I
Cheetah
forgot
Man?
Cheetah Man.
what.
I'll read
No,
it
because
now.
no, because you're talking about Action
Why?
52. I thought you were talking about like Cheetah Man, because that game's like pretty stupid.
Game's like
Cheetah Man is busted.
It really
what
is.
game?
Yeah, Cheetah Man. It's like one of the games that was included in Action 52.
You need to watch AVGN.
Basically, you'll understand more when you see that. It was fucking
AVGN's
stupid.
fantastic. Watch more AVGN, Josh.
Philip said I look like Russell Brand, and I think I kind of do.
You look like Russell Bitch. That's what you look like.
Oh wow, how creative!
Instead
Oh,
No.
sick burns.
on YouTube, he does this thing called the Trues instead of the news. I'm pretty sure he's a huge Bible thumper.
What the fuck? Russell Brand?
I think so.
The comedian
Let me
The-
double check.
that was in that one movie with the guy from Superbad that I can never remember the name of, the fat
Yeah.
one.
Russell Brand.
Fat Albert.
Yeah, it's
No,
him.
not Fat
Just
Albert.
look up the Trues. Russell
Hey,
Brand.
hey, hey!
I don't want Russell Brand to be a Bible thumper. It ruins everything I've ever thought about him.
I think he
Bible
is.
thumper. What do you mean by that?
Like, super Christian. Or super Jew, you know. Or super Muslim. You could be a Quran thumper, Bible thumper. My brain is forgetting the name of the Hebrew Bible for some reason.
It's not.
It says he's Hindu. What?
Hey Josh,
I don't believe that either. Seems like a violent man.
Josh, you should definitely consider playing this game.
What?
What?
Final Fantasy?
Yes, that one.
No.
It's got really good music,
I
dude.
think he's a Christian now. Anyway. Oh, good music.
Final Fantasy
I
always
would
has good
listen
music.
to it. Stellaris has good music. I should. That game's supposed to have like 80+ hour single playthroughs, which is kind of daunting.
Why is that daunting?
Cause I don't
Play
have
it.
80 hours.
Yeah, you do. Everyone has 80 hours. I'm
I
playing
might
through
be able
Persona
to-
5 right now.
I
Well,
might
not
be able
right
to
now,
do
right
that
now.
in a year.
Josh, you've seen how much work I put in. I'm playing through Persona 5 right now.
Ah,
A Persona game is like 200 hours that I have to devote my life to in multiple playthroughs to get everything done. And I have to do that. I have to.
this
It
one
needs
says
to
he's
happen.
Hindu.
Okay. I don't care about Russell Brand's religion anymore. That was a dumb topic to get on anyway. That's
Wait,
not
so
a
he's Hindu?
Yeah. E-Man, what have you
Hindi.
done with your week?
Hindi.
What have you
Played
done
Played Final Fantasy 14. A lot of it.
Power leveled on the wrong server.
No, I power leveled on the server that I actually have a FC with.
Oh,
Guess how many hours I poured into it in the matter of a week and a half? Take a shot in the dark.
please don't make me want to cry because I know I put nowhere near as much time in. And I need to.
Alright, guys,
70 hours.
I
You
can't
piece of shit.
I can't figure out a definite answer for his religion, but like look it up yourself.
We don't care about his religion.
Somebody might.
Yeah.
No. Only one
Yeah.
that cares about it is you.
No.
Turn up your
No. No. There are other people that might care, actually.
Turn up my mic.
Yeah.
Josh just cares more than others. Josh
Personally,
just cares more than people should. That's what it is.
it should be 0 because nobody should really care what another person's religion is.
I mean, what if you follow the religion
do.
of the Fawns? What if you pray to the Fawns? I'm pretty sure Peter
Hey.
Griffin should know about it, alright?
Nah.
I mean, he leads your church.
I'm lost.
You've never seen the Church of the Fawns?
No?
What are some of his catchphrases?
A.
Hey.
Hey. Mine is
Also,
catchphrase.
he has a really
Shit.
he has some really nice hair, and he goes, "Hey," a lot.
Hey.
And he looks like a cunt a lot when he's doing it.
Handguns.
He also wears leather jackets and has jet black
Alright.
hair.
E-Man, other than Final Fantasy 14, have you done anything?
I played a bit of Subnautica, got really terrified and quit.
Terrified. Why?
Because the ocean is filled with scary things. And if you tell me otherwise, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're just wrong.
You missed this?
Basking sharks are pretty terrifying.
You agree?
Fun. Shit, sorry guys.
You're fine.
Even if you, like
Mom,
a
can
whale,
I ruin embarrassing me?
Josh, shut up.
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Sorry, Mom.
No, you're
Sorry,
not.
guys.
It's
I don't want
fine.
his mom on the
I'm not-
internet.
So, I mean, if Skull Kid wants you to edit it out, edit it out. If he doesn't care,
Well,
why put the effort in?
Does the mom want to get edited out?
Yeah, that's also a good question. So,
So-
what specific like sea creature scared you?
in Subnautica,
I mean, you didn't say anything else.
pretty much the Leviathans and the Leviathans only.
Like the Mass
Utterly
Effect DLC?
No. Okay. But aside from that, just a lot of Final Fantasy. And arguing with my friends. Oh yeah, also
Ooh,
another game that I've been playing,
I like
Arma.
arguments.
Arma 3.
Ooh, I have Arma 3. I would be down to play with you at some point.
It's not as
Yeah.
interesting as arguments, so.
Why is it not as interesting as Arma 2?
He said arguments.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Saying
here.
arguing is more important than Arma.
Arma's more fun though.
I don't know.
Argument-
Arguing is pretty fun.
Depends on what you're arguing about.
Yeah. If you're arguing about video games, it's real fun. Unless someone brings up something like Ride to Hell being a good game,
Wait,
then
what?
fuck that guy.
That,
People
I
will
don't-
defend anything.
what is
I don't know
Ride to
what.
Hell?
I don't know.
Is that really bad motorcycle game?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree.
It was a really poorly reviewed game, and for like a year or two, it was like scrutinized alongside whatever else was being scrutinized
I have to like
As
turn
a
off my
joke?
stream for a quick second.
because it was just that bad.
So
Yeah,
it became a
it-
meme.
They
Yeah.
scream and they
It became an
scream.
ET. It became an ET tier meme. That's what it became.
Speaking
so-
of trash, has anyone seen E3 this year?
No.
Is
That's why
there
next
glad.
week's podcast is
anything like
E3.
Unravel? Because that was the only thing I saw interesting about last year.
I did
I
not
mean,
say anything
did you
about
not
it.
see, Josh? Did you not see anything about fuck?
Isn't there like a Dishonored 3
Holy
and
World.
Skyrim 2?
No.
I don't care.
There's Dishonored DLC, and Skyrim is coming to the
I don't
Switch.
care. I don't care. That's next week's podcast. I don't care. E3's been shit for years.
Oh!
I read on V that some people were saying the PC conference was actually good this year, though.
I have not read up on V in a while.
I just turned it on to look at like topic starters and shit.
Is
to
it
see what
is
was-
V as powerful as Pole?
No, Pole is V.
Paul is V, apparently.
Pole has been V for a while. Actually, sorry, the other way around. V is Pole. And has been Pole for a while. Oh my god, Capcom presents. Oh, I turned on Twitch to go to my dashboard, and I get shown Monster Hunter World. What is
What?
this? What is this?
Sounds grindy.
Congratulations! It's trash.
Oh my god.
Trash!
trash. I'm
Monster
the
Hunter
trash
World.
man.
I'm the trash man and you're
Shut
the
up! Early
garbage.
2018.
I'm
early-
taking you out.
Gosh, shut up before I end. Fuck off. I'm watching this fucking trailer and being hyped.
Watch it later.
That's at the Sony conference. It's not on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's gonna be on PS4.
I was gonna say it's gonna be on the Vita.
I wish.
Is it really?
I hope. Oh my god.
It's on the Vita. That'll be
You know what,
hilarious.
I'll get into this later after the podcast.
Are
Anyway.
you there?
Oh my god. Video games have been saved. Oh. Oh, that makes me. Oh.
What are these PVC pipes leading up to Skull Kid's ceiling? What is that
They're
for?
for their gas line.
Alright. Alright. I'm sorry
Don't they use
about.
metal or pipes?
I'm sorry about just splooshing everywhere in the middle of the podcast.
Congratulations, it's gonna end up being trash.
It's always trash. Everything's trash. Monster Hunter, though, Monster Hunter's not trash. Monster Hunter can't be trash because the formula is too good to be trash.
I suppose.
I don't know, maybe.
Like,
What if you can pay like $15 to get a fully leveled character?
that would be dumb because that's not how Monster Hunter works. Monster Hunter's gear-based, you fuck. Not level
You can pay
based.
$15 for gears.
I mean, have fun. If you
Yeah.
don't know how to play, you're still gonna get fucking blasted in the ass, because that's, again, how Monster Hunter works.
So watch
Also-
your mouth, kid.
The only way to make Monster Hunter bad is to make it not Monster Hunter anymore. And everything in that trailer looked like more Monster Hunter.
You're not Monster Hunter anymore.
Also, a little bit of an advertisement for those who are in chat. The Florian BM800, this is a bad mic. After about a year, it starts sounding like you're a demon. Do not use it.
How much did it cost?
$20.
That's
Alright, so,
It's actually, it sounded like a pretty decent mic for one that goes and takes a dump after a year, to be honest.
a year. Yeah, I might end up with that mic.
It's basically a shot. It's
All
good
right,
for a little
so-
while, and then you regret it later.
Hey, Skull Kid,
Okay, night,
what have you done this week?
fellow.
Yeah, sorry guys, I just got a bit.
Fine. What have you done in the world of video games this week? You look tired, Skull Kid.
Yeah, like what I did is that I. Yeah,
Well, like,
yeah, what
Just recap, like, what you did, like, while you were gone. Video games, like,
well-
experiences.
while I was gone, I was like still trying to like complete Nier Automata, and I finished it during the weekend finally, up until now. So I did that, and like the game like Nier Automata, it's a really good game for what it is. I had like a lot of fun like playing it, cause like there's multiple different endings to the game.
I'm gonna play that next. After Persona.
It's a really fun game for sure. Really fun. A lot of fun playing it. It like the thing I like about Nier Automata is that it takes like the idea perspective and really just like kind of take it to another level, because like the idea with Nier Automata is that it goes from like your typical like hack and slash type of game, and then it changes perspectives from like 3D to like a 2D environment, and then all of a sudden there are some cases where it acts like a spaceship shooter. And it's all like weird in some way, in a lot of ways, but it's kind of cool though once you get really into the game.
I watched
So-
the the Best Friends version. It was just Pat and Liam on the Switcher. They did It Matters. God, I'm sorry. I'm just a weirdo.
Nobody cares.
But
Wait,
yeah, I know.
Liam's back?
No. Liam's not back.
Oh.
But have you seen the Liam and Pat playthrough of the original Nier?
I've heard a lot about the first Nier, and I've always wanted to try it because
I'd say
it
watch
looked
a Let's
interesting,
Play
so-
because the game is not good, but everything about
It's
the
not?
game is good. Like
How?
You know what?
it suffers from the performance issues are kind of bad, the gameplay is kind of shit, but everything else about the game is good. And it's not that the gameplay is bad, it's just not good. Like everything is kind of mediocre during the first time you play through the game, and then you play through the game again from a certain point through like another character's perspective. And everything about the game is cool, except it's not really that good of a game, like feeling wise. There's a weird delay on your button presses, stuff like that. Like typical things that are just like they did not have enough money to make this game kind of stuff. But with
Yeah.
Nier Automata, they had
Yeah, it's-
money and they had platinum.
Exactly. That's what really like. That's
They-
what I think what really like sold the game for it because it's done by Platinum Games.
Wait, they spent platinum in Warframe to make Nier
No.
Automata?
No, so
shut up, Josh.
basically,
You know who Platinum
Bayonetta.
Games are, you piece of shit. I've talked enough about Platinum Games.
Okay,
Who
so
made Revengeance?
Turn your camera on.
I'm lazy.
basically Bayonetta.
Like, it's not Bayonetta though. It's different. The gameplay is done by Platinum Games, but like the story isn't, and like a lot of like the collectible hunting stuff isn't. The main gameplay loop is not Platinum, but like it does have Platinum quality gameplay fun from what I've heard in Automata. The original Nier is not like that. It's okay, but like everything else about the game is really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It's very story based.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah,
for hijacking you, right?
No, it's okay. But yeah, I've done that. What else I did? I've been like messing around, like here and there in Skullgirls, because in Skullgirls I'm still trying to like figure out double, since I play with a 3-person team. And just
double flashbacks of barrel
Shit.
loops.
oh, what happened?
Flashbacks
Yeah.
of barrel loops. They go on forever.
Yeah, but I mean it's not as bad now. I feel like so.
Yeah, but I haven't played in like 2 years. 2 years ago, they were the worst thing in the world. It's like, oh, double hit me in the corner. I'm dead. There goes half my health. Fucking barrel loop.
Wait, you're
Oh,
dead and you
double-
have half your health? I think you're confused as to how fighting games work, friend.
No, like usually if double does have to put work in to put you in the corner. That's the thing. She has to get you down to about half health before you actually hit the corner for true loops. And then you get hit by a barrel loop in the corner and it ends in like a level 3 and you're dead.
Yeah. So
Double's hard, but disgusting.
she's hard, but she can do some nasty shit. But I don't know if any of you like still play like Skull Rolls or even like play it whatsoever. But
A little bit.
yeah. But yeah,
Keep
I've pretty
wanting
much done
to get
that. But yeah, since I finally got done with Nier Automata, I could finally go back into playing Persona 5 and finally get that stuff done with.
I'm sorry. Can I just hijack you one more time? Can we just talk?
You're good.
I haven't played very much of Persona 5 yet at all, but that game hits me in all the right spots so far. I'm still in the first palace because I'm lazy, and I like being a good student, man. and going to work and making money, buy gear, and I play it kind of. I like doing all the side content I see when I play.
Oh yeah, it is a really good thing to do so, especially for a Persona game like that. So yeah, speaking of which
Huge.
though, speaking of games though, what's your thoughts on E3 so far? for
All
everyone.
I've seen so far is that Monster Hunter thing that made me almost crap my pants.
Yeah, I noticed that. Kind of going a little bit nuts there.
Only a little splooge came out.
A lot came out. Let's be honest here. Don't mind me. I'm just kind of.
Or I don't care.
What
You
have
don't
you seen
care
from
anymore?
E3 so
I'll
far, Skull
find out
Kid?
eventually.
Oh, I mean, next week you'll find out.
That is if you care enough to watch. So,
I'll just talk to you guys throughout the week about what I've seen, and then you can look into the stuff you actually care about.
I mean, I've been watching everything,
What time is
including the.
BlizzCon there?
Ew. BlizzCon's not even a real conference. It's just a bunch of fans go jerk each other off over Blizzard stuff. So what is your favorite thing so far about E3 this year, Skull Kid?
So far, it's definitely Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I saw something about that on Event Hubs.
Yeah,
didn't read
I
it,
think it's
though.
actually a really huge thing for not only for Arc Systems, but I feel like for like a lot of the Bandai Namco anime games.
Just
I feel
Dragon
like
Ball Z fighters in general. We need a good one. Last good one technically was like Budokai 3, and it was still horribly imbalanced and not technically a competitive game.
But this game, I feel like it kind of like makes like a huge like deal, not only for like but it makes like a huge deal for like just anime games like this in general, because like
We
it's
could have a
about
new
time
JoJo
that-
game.
Yeah, like hey, like I said, we could have like a new like competitive JoJo game, or a competitive like Naruto game, or One Piece and stuff like that. Like
Persona
this is-
5U.
Persona 5 Arena. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers. I really want it to be a thing. I want it to be
Already
so
after
bad.
just seeing the main character and a
believe the
couple
best
other characters, I'm like, whoa. Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
I want to see an Arena.
I want Takumi to be a character, and I will main
Dude,
her.
Takumi will be like kicking everyone's ass, or someone else.
character-
I would say.
She uses a whip, she'll be high tier. Look at Mitsuru. She has like 2 good long range normals, but they're
I mean,
really
there's also
good.
Ken as well. Mind you, but, yeah.
Yeah, but Mitsuru got nerfed in Ultimax super hard. It was still like top 2.
There is Fallout 4 VR. There's a
I don't.
There's a BattleTech game. I'm BattleTech. Yeah. Far Cry 5. Another God of
Ew.
War.
I'm
Ew.
interested
I
in
don't
Far
know
Cry.
who Far Cry is. But
Another game that I thought was interesting is the Mario crossover with the Rabbids.
That's like just. I don't know. I don't know
it's
how
kinda
I
like-
feel
it's kinda
about
like
looking at
odd.
Mario.
And the thing is with that game, it's supposed to be like oh shit, whoops. The thing is that the Mario and Rabbids game, it's supposed to be like a like a turn-based game from how I'm looking at it. It's like a turn-based strategy game.
what? BattleTech?
No, the new Mario game. Just the search of Mario cross Rabbids Kingdom Battle or something
Oh.
like that.
The chat, since this is just a bullshit episode of the podcast because we couldn't do the PA cast because fucking you know who in chat. But Rawl makes a good point. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2 actually got something to show. I don't know anything about it yet. I don't care until I beat Beyond Good and Evil 1. I have it on my 360. I could beat it at any time. I just haven't.
Looks like there's another Spider-Man game. Another.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
Spider-Man
God.
movie
Something
coming.
about
so-
Shadow of the Colossus, Elder Scrolls.
Oh, the
Legend.
Spider-Man PS4. Spider-Man PS4
They-
announced like last year.
Wolfenstein
It should be
2.
really good.
XCOM
Also-
2 War of the Chosen.
We'll look
I hope-
into this next week.
Mr. Clean, your stream is completely black, at least
yeah,
on my
I forgot
screen.
to turn my display capture back on. Shut up. Leave me alone.
Did you
There
have
we
a
go.
black screen on your thing?
It's fine. I turned off my display capture so I could open up Chrome because I had like Facebook open.
You didn't want any illegal information being released, huh?
No, I just don't like people seeing my personal conversations on Facebook.
Beyond Good and Evil has a really
I mentioned that.
looking.
You mean you don't copy and paste your DMs all over Twitter?
No, I don't.
What is
Some people do
Beyond
that.
Good and Evil?
It's a game.
Your game.
Yeah, what is it?
I heard it's
good.
it's on 360. I know. I don't know if it's on PC. I know it's on. I know I have the HD port on 360. It might. I don't know what it's originally on.
I've seen the cover.
Ew, Rawls Internet still.
It looks a little bit like JRPG a little. Not
The-
JRPG,
Just
hack and slash.
like I've played it. It is a little hack and slashy. It's kind of slow and a little bit clunky, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. It's interesting, and I don't know anything about it. I haven't really played much. I want to beat the whole thing before I think about being excited about the
I
second.
still haven't seen anything about Jack 4. I've been looking for that one for a
Joy.
while.
Alright, I'll be right back.
You're not going to ever see anything about Jack 4. Naughty Dog is done with that series, I feel like. Like, you might see something in a few years, but
If
that's
there is like
about
a
it.
Jack 4, then I'll be pretty happy. Oh,
Make it less
probably, 'cause,
edgy.
Like, they did the same thing for Ratchet. I mean, what's wrong with Jak 3?
Jack
Like,
3
I-
was too edgy. I want Jack 2 levels of edgy, not Jack 3 levels.
I love
Or Jack
both of
X.
them.
Give me Jack X edgy.
Oh, make Jack XX.
Make Jack X 2.
Jack XX Combat Racing.
That's-
Combo Breaker.
No, you can make Jack X2 / reload, and
But-
sharp reload, and then you can make Jack X Erd sign.
My
Jack
question
X
is,
Erd
do you guys
combat.
want
Sign sauce,
Xbox One
square, and
X?
triangle. What?
Do you guys want an Xbox One S? X.
No, because the
X.
Xbox One has nothing I care about.
KI.
Nothing I care about. How much more clear do I need to make this?
My
Halo
Xbox
5.
is a Halo box.
When
you still play Halo?
Where- don't
I thought
know
half
last
of the
time I
Halo
played
5.
it, but
I don't own an Xbox.
man, your voice just cut out.
What do you mean it's cutting out?
Okay, there it is.
I don't own
I
an
love
Xbox.
Halo 5.
I own a
just don't play it.
360. I like Halo 5. It's a good game.
It just doesn't have split screen.
And
The thing that
everyone who
made it.
plays it online kind of sucks a bit.
Because they don't use the mechanics.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before. We all know what's up. If you use the fucking OP-ass movement mechanics, you'll do okay.
Like
Even
the-
if you suck like me.
The jetpack's completely broken, but no one uses it.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah. The
And the
jetpack
fact
in
that-
Halo 5 is super broken. You can dodge anything. You can jump at people from half screen and dodge anything you want.
Literally, it's
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 crazy.
fighting. It's fighting games speeds of, screen movement.
Yeah, and it has like I don't think it actually does, but like it's fast enough where it feels like it has invincibility frames. You know what I mean? Like it probably doesn't actually have any invincibility frames. But like you get out of the way of everything that you have no fear. It's basically like having an invincible backdash, except like it's just reaction based.
Remember how people used the Halo 3 movement speed to their advantage?
Yeah.
And you didn't
Yeah.
even have sprint.
Remember when
It's-
people used the like min-max the expansion packs in fucking Reach
Yeah.
and found the perfect setups that they could just body everyone with and what was good and what wasn't? Reach was more about maximizing your kit than anything, Josh. It was kind of Call of Duty-ish in that way. That's why a lot of
But
people
I
didn't
saw
like it.
like there were videos people would upload. Is like this is where you throw your grenade at from this point, and it'll land right on their spawn.
Oh, that was also a thing, but that's always been a thing. Come on, can't like
No, I
fault
mean
people for that.
that voice is kind of close. It just has to be a lot more nerdy.
Yeah.
You throw you throw your grenade right here.
If I throw the grenade,
I
my
play
kill
this game a
faster will
lot, you know.
kill me.
I play this game a lot, so I'm talking about. So look at about this point. At this point, when you throw the grenade, it hits right there, and you go straight there from where you spawn. You just stand right here, see that little right where the texture. There's a little
Make it
square
sound more
there, if you
like
look real
bubbles.
close. You gotta get there, you throw it
sound
there,
more
it lands
like
there,
bubbles.
and go wow, and then get out of
You sound like more like Bubbles. You don't sound like a nerdy. You don't sound like a nerd. You sound more. You sound like more like a dork.
Shut up, E-Man. You don't even play guitar.
I do. I
You're not
can
even-
play
Oh my
guitar.
You
gosh.
don't even know music theory.
All right, so guys.
Okay,
uh,
okay, point actor.
Point
All right,
X.
E-Man. Since Josh might still need time to think about this because he's a pleb.
What?
What? Name one competitive and non-competitive game that made you think differently about both environments of like fun. Explain why other people should play them. Anyone can start, but whoever starts gets to talk.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
a free baton.
Baton. Literally toss up in the air.
Christ.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
One of
That's
each.
actually a really
You can
good
start
question.
with either
Who
one.
wants to go
Like, I
first?
prefer
God damn it!
single player first.
I haven't
Single
played
player
anything super competitive though.
in your entire life.
Well,
The most competitive
Yeah,
game I've ever played was League, and I did not enjoy that.
So it changed the way you viewed
I
competitive
don't think anyone
gaming.
would really enjoy that.
It changed
So,
the way that I
guess
saw.
from my-
Continue.
Definitely changed the way I saw competitive.
Continue. Skull Kid, go. Josh, shut up.
It changed the way I saw human race.
All right. What was that, Skull Kid? I'm sorry. They're children. I don't have room to
Right.
I'm no
I guess
literal.
like for me, but yeah, I guess like for me, I guess like the game that I've been like more competitive, like aside from playing League, will probably be Skullgirls that I enjoy the most. I know that Skullgirls is like the fine game when I play a lot.
Yeah, I agree on that completely.
That just
You're kind of
It's
cutting
fine.
a little bit.
game that. Can you hear me now? Is it good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, but the thing I always like about Skullgirls is just kind of like the feel of the just the game, because like if like all like executing combos, especially in the game that's like a Marvel like successor, because like the whole idea with Skullgirls is that like Z done, which is a creator, the whole point of Skullgirls is just to make a successor of Marvel vs. Capcom, and it kind of like take a lot of elements from that game and apply it to like its own way without actually being Marvel. And it's really cool in the sense that you can either like have it to where you're playing like a 3-person team, or having 2 people, or just playing like have a solo character. And it's easily balanced out because of the ratio system. And for ratio system, it means that all teams are balanced out in terms of like how many people you're going against, and how is the health and damage balanced out between each opponent and whatnot.
And do you have input lag in a game with 3-frame or 4-frame normals? That's another huge point in Skullgirls, because like Skullgirls, same for me with competitive games. Skullgirls got me super interested when I learned that it has 3 frames of input delay, the lowest you can possibly have with an HD television. If you have the lowest input lag monitor, you get 3 frames.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I never-
Meanwhile,
like,
I have
stuff like
10
that-
frames input
For
lag
those
on
of
my
you-
TV.
Ew. Play on
Yeah.
PC with your monitor.
I
The
am
fuck?
playing on PC, but all I have for monitors are TVs.
Oh,
For those of
Yeah,
you
like-
who don't know what input lag is, it's pretty much how long it takes for your command to actually happen in the game.
like I love
Basically.
SF5, but that input
So
lag
you
is
want
kind of
as low as
egregious.
possible.
Yeah, and that's like another thing I like about Skullgirls is the online is pretty like as good as it's ever gotten for sure.
KI has a better netcode, but not by far, not by much at all.
Skullgirls, for its time, had one of the best, I believe.
Skullgirls had the best netcode until KI's like current netcode with all the
Yeah.
fixes and everything that have been gone through. Like,
Yeah. And my
season 3
and,
netcode is better, but that's it.
Yeah, and I think that Skullgirls was actually done by like an indie company, I believe. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Lab
Yeah.
Zero?
Yeah, it's like
Lab Zero is like,
Well-
yeah, they're indie.
Yep.
It was
I
a
think it
fucking
got bought out.
Kickstarter game at first.
yeah, and then it like skyrocketed to like much more
Yeah.
and whatnot. And I never learned about this, but having a character in Skullgirls is actually like pretty expensive because mind you,
Yeah.
like the game like
It's
everything
all
in the game
2D.
about it is entirely hand. Yeah, it's
All 2D sprite
all
work.
hand drawn, and that's what.
Yeah.
Why do you think Exerd looks the way it does? Because fucking sprite work is super expensive. That's why KOF is now a fucking 3D game, which, by the way, looks horrible because that company doesn't know how to do 3D yet. But that's fine. That's fine. As long as the gameplay's good, I'll be fine with that. But my point
Yeah.
is, that game's beautiful, and it costs a lot of money for a game like that to be beautiful.
Yeah, and the thing is that
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
yeah, and that's what. Okay. So do I just continue
Yeah.
going,
Yeah, keep going.
or yeah, but yeah, the thing, new stuff like new tech and Skullgirls that people haven't like figured out yet. Like even though granted like the game is technically wasn't really done like last year I believe, or was it 2 years ago? Like the game is still like popular even today, especially like during like Combo Breaker, which was actually like Combo Breaker for Skullgirls is essentially like the biggest tournament aside from Evo, because around Evo, you know, everyone always plays like Street Fighter, they play like Marvel and all that other stuff. This year's Combo Breaker for Skullgirls was pretty amazing, because it was like the one like top 8 tournament for
It was-
that have multiple players
It was main
in there.
screen. It was on the main stage last year. I don't know if it was this year. I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
I was
believe
there
it
last
was.
year. It was on main screen
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, so Combo Breakers is essentially like the biggest tournament for Skullgirls. It sure does Evo, but it's like I said, people focus more on Street Fighter for sure. But the thing I like about the game though, it's just like the aesthetics, the feeling of the game, and also just the fact that people are still trying to figure out like more tech in the game that people still haven't figured out yet.
There's a
And that's
lot
what I
of
like about
stuff you
Skullgirls.
can do in Skullgirls because it's one of those games where you can cancel almost any normal into a special move, which is like going to Street Fighter. That was the biggest thing that confused me and I didn't like about it, because it was like Street Fighter is more restrictive, and in Skullgirls, on top of having that one character that can do anything off of anything pretty much, you can like now you have 3 characters and you have to figure out like if you tag in a character you can continue a combo, and then like there's all sorts of junk that you can do that's just like I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just really complicated and I don't have time for it.
It is complicated for sure. Like, it is a bit intimidating to like get into at first, but if you spend like a bit more time, like step by step. Because for me, like I first started with like a 2-person team. I first started playing with like Valentine and Big Band
Right.
until I like start messing around with like some of the other characters like Parasol, Sarabella, and eventually Double. But yeah, the game is like I say the game is like still popular in terms of like how like far it's gone for sure. and
It's not dead anymore.
supposedly
You can go on and play people nowadays. That's why me and Josh stopped playing. It died super hard. You couldn't get a game for
I stopped
shit.
playing because I started playing
Skullgirls.
KI full time, pretty much.
Yeah, because Skullgirls died super hard. KI was hype. People were playing it. That's why I started playing KI, because a lot of people were playing it.
I learned a lot of my basic fundamentals off of Skullgirls, though, and
Is that why you're playing Street Fighter right now?
I never really
Oh,
got
shit.
super heavy into KI, though.
Oh, swear jar.
What?
I didn't
E-Man.
change my thing.
E-Man, I got decent at KI. I didn't actually, like... Josh was the one that spent all sorts of time in the lab with KI, not me. I put in a lot of lab time in Skullgirls. Tons. KI, not so much. I played Thunder. I didn't really need to. As long as I had my spacing down, I was okay. Same with Hisako. Both those characters work in a way where you could just kind of like space people out and play kind of lame and just do what you want when you get a knockdown. That's kind of like, you know, basically like play footsies. Oh, you hit them really hard? Alright, cool. You got your knockdown. And with Thunder, it's even better. It's like, oh, you got mad damage and a hard knockdown with a really good setup. Hard knockdown damage ender into all three punches, which is
Hula fever.
yeah, that Call of the Sky? No, not Call of the Sky. Something like that. And might be Call of the Sky. And then
I
you
think
get a
so.
free like dash forward mix up.
And it's invulnerable.
Or you could
isn't it?
dash backwards. Yeah.
It's invulnerable dash.
Or you
it'll
could
go
dash
through the
backwards.
character.
And what usually happens if you backdash with your nice, sick, invincible, like super invincible backdash, you can cancel that after the startup to like catch somebody like neutral jump heavy kicking because they're gonna think you're gonna go for like a dash forward command grab mix up. But like instead you just like either trip guard punish them with shadow command grab. Or if you don't want to time a trip guard, just do shadow triple X and get a fucking juggle combo off of it.
basically.
Thunder does so much damage. If he had a restand, he would be broken. Let's just say that. If Thunder had a restand, he would be the most broken character in KI.
He didn't get one? I thought it's...
He has a flip out,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and he has like
You mean a
stu-
recapture.
Yeah, recapture. That's what it is.
Okay.
If he had a recapture, he would just be straight up like the most broken character in the game. They would have to cut his damage by like 70%. To make him any kind of balance, they would have to ruin his damage.
Yeah.
Like kind of like how they had to do to Cerebella when all her restand combos were found.
Dude, like I will say this though, like during like early like the time when Skullgirls was like started off, damage was really stupid in that game for sure.
Oh,
Like a lot of characters like die
definitely.
really hard. Like because of that, Valentine was considered like the best character in the game.
Oh, I know.
Until they had to make system until they had to make system changes for that.
And then Valentine turned into trash for a while.
I mean, she's still good. Like I still use her a lot because I like the character.
Oh no, she's
I was
really
having-
good now.
I was
People
half
have
expecting
to,
you
like-
to say you. I was half expecting you to say that she's still trash.
No, she's
I
been
would never
good
say
for a
that,
while.
too.
Yeah.
She was trash for a good minute though. For like a straight year, she was just trash because the problem wasn't she was actually bad. It's that her nerf. It was the classic fighting game thing where it's like, oh, my character got nerfed, time to drop them and learn a whole new team like a piece of shit.
Nope. See that poster?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of dropped Ryu for Guile a little bit.
Poster right there. That's
For shame.
Yeah, but I still enjoy playing like
Thunder was shit for like
regardless
6
of-
months.
I still I thought he like strong even at the start.
No, Thunder started out really good, and he stayed really good till about like the second patch of season 2, and they nerfed a
Great.
bunch of shit. And that was like right after me and Josh started playing. Like I started out with this 6 strong character, and I wanted to play Thunder as soon as I saw him. I was like, that character looks amazing, so I picked him up. I did the same thing with Hisako. I was like, that character. And then he got nerfed right after I started playing him. I'm like, are you fucking... Why?
What character? When we started
I'm
really
just a-
playing, TJ Combo
was right-
just came out, right?
No, it was before TJ, like a month
think-
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it, E-Man?
I'm just a typical, Jago.
You piece of
Scrub.
shit. Fuck you.
I mean, it
So
could have been a
funny.
Shago main.
Shago is busted even now. Oh shit, sorry.
Shago isn't busted. He's just really annoying.
He used to be even more busted.
No, Shago was the most broken character in the game when they first gave him his own moveset.
Yeah.
No doubt.
kidding.
Aside from Conrad.
Conroy is fucking retarded to deal with.
Conrad's annoying now, but he's like pretty bad. If you fight a good Conrad, though, expect to lose because you don't know what he's gonna do.
I mean,
Basically,
Glacial
Plays me
though.
anymore.
Gla- Glacial though.
Like one time in Street Fighter V, I played a good fucking
I don't know why I call him Glacial. It's been a hot minute.
Glacius.
Yes, that
That
one.
You better put it
I
down.
played against a good Fang one time in Street Fighter V. He blew my ass out super hard. I didn't know what was going on the entire time. You know why? Every Fang I've ever played against sucks ass.
Very
You know one of my
much.
favorite phrases?
Played a Platinum Fang and he was terrible.
You know what my
He had
Oh.
no idea what to do. He kept hitting buttons on wake up. Sorry, Josh.
You know what my favorite
Continue.
phrase is?
What?
Blow it out your ass!
Swear
That's
jar.
$1 for the swear jar.
like- And then I
God
played
damn it.
like a really good Fang. He was only like ultra gold, but he knew all the Fang mix-ups, all the dirty bullshit that Fang can do to you. And all right, everyone says Fang sucks, and they're right. Fang does suck. But that character's fucking dirty.
Chris,
all right.
turn on your webcam.
Don't lie.
Yeah, and Shion kind of like proved that Fang can do some really like sneaky stuff.
Yeah, that's why he made
I'm
top 8
still-
everywhere he went last year.
I'm still salty over the fact that Jerry is still nerfed. I'm still depressed about that.
I don't care. Akuma came back not good, and I didn't care. I played him anyway. All right, Josh, what about you? Competitive game that you love more than anything? Like, change your mind about competitive gaming? Planetary Annihilation or KI?
Dude, I have like so many answers to this. Like, it's a hard
Which one
question
was-
for me
which
to just
one did
nail
you go
down,
the
you know?
hardest? Which one did you go the hardest into? Would be the best option in your case and my case.
I don't know which one I went harder into, if it was KI or PA, because I put at least 1,000 hours in both of those games.
Jesus.
I think you put way more than that just in lab time in KI. No, this is this dude every single day, alright, when we lived together, we were both playing like at a competitive-ish level in KI. I was really good in casuals. That's about it. I'm a casuals king, and as soon as you put me in tournament, I go 0-2. This is him. He'd go home just...
I practiced the same combo, and like, dude, I got...
Notice how many times you heard the exact same sequence.
I got very
That was like
intimately
an hour and a half.
acquainted with that game.
Like, he
Like-
knew exactly how... Okay, you know how Riptor has really shitty, like, buttons, like her jab? That was
Like it.
Josh's whiff punishing tool. He's like, oh, you whiffed a stand medium kick? Fucking catch your ass with a jab on recovery.
Dude,
I mean,
I
when
could
did
whiff
he-
punish with so many buttons in that game. Like, I knew so much. It was stupid.
I'm just sitting here doing basic whip punishes and pissing him off super bad, like, cause he'd lose at the end, and I'm just sitting there like he'd hit stand heavy kick, and I do low forward into a full combo.
I got really good at playing Chris, but Chris is just like a monster. I don't know how he does it. Like, I don't
In KI,
change
I'm not
as
in
fast
Street
as
Fighter
him.
5,
I'm not as
but
flexible.
In KI, I just used to like. He'd be beating me like 10-0, and we'd be playing a first to 30. By the end of that first to 30, it's like 30-22, and I win.
Dude,
And it's just like, what
that
happened?
would happen a lot both ways. Like, one day he would just wreck me,
I
right?
would just blow his ass out like 50-0, and then the next day we'd be like, all right, let's play
I'd
KI.
spend like 8
Just
hours
daily
in training mode,
sessions.
come back and like, okay, I'm ready for this now.
Like every button I hit gets whiff punished. I'm not allowed to do any like. Footsie's not allowed because he doesn't let it be played because he's always. What Josh would do is if I beat him really hard in a certain way, just beat something
He just
super
goes for a
hard.
five mode and just like goes like eight, just rush you down all the way.
No, he just.
like
No, Josh didn't even rush down very hard with Riptor. He played footsies with Riptor.
how do you do that?
She has really good
the best
long range
buttons in the
normals.
game, man.
Her stand light kick is like one of the farthest reaching lights in the game.
Dude, it's like full screen if you're an instinct too. Her tail just gets
Yeah.
longer.
Her Predator stance heavy kick is busted. In Predator mode, that thing is. I mean, in Instinct, that thing's busted, dude.
She like
The
rolls
fucking
at you
stab?
and hits twice.
No, I'm talking
That
about
one?
the stab, dude.
Oh, the medium kick?
The
Oh,
overhead stab where she's like. "Do-do-do." And in Instinct, like you get so
It's
used to
really-
blocking it in normal, like staying outside its range, because it's really easy to whip punish. A lot like Saberwolf's like running uppercut. You're like, no, I'm just gonna whip punish you if you do it out of range, and I guess I have to block if you don't, because it's like +2. But so he'd do that, and he's an Instinct. I'm standing right outside of the normal range, and it gets like an extra third of this fucking screen in its range for an overhead. That's really fast on startup. Really shit recovery, but really fast startup.
really easy to shadow counter, but he refused to shadow counter. But it was
It
like
was
the only.
as much as I played a character that it was better like waiting for you to do something
It's-
stupid.
It was like
that
the
used my
only
meter for
game
that.
like it was one of the only overheads in the
And you-
game that hit like 3 times. So like I would
And from
get hit
half
by 2
screen, and from half fucking screen and Instinct. It's the only overhead in the game that hits that far, except for Thunder's, and his is really slow, and has a double swing to get that far. And it still doesn't hit as far as Instinct overhead from Riptor. Like her Instinct buttons are the best in the game, I think.
I had
Except maybe Hisako's because of the auto counter hit thing.
like
Link crouch medium kick into crouch medium punch, and it's amazing.
me and Chris.
And that was in stand heavy punch.
Okay, we both played. Like, you played Thunder and
And Hisako.
Hisako mostly, but like sometimes we would play like
I would play
characters
Riptor out
we
of
didn't
nowhere.
know, and then
I would
like
play.
he would by osmosis just be able to play Riptor.
I know the character so well from fighting her that
But
like
we-
Josh would like ask me like, "Hey, do you want to like help me in the Riptor mirror for a little bit? I need to try something new that like should only work on Riptor." I mean, maybe. All right, sure, fuck it. Or let me see if this new thing I made up works on Riptor, so I can use it on other Riptor players to piss them off about them not knowing how to play the character, so that they actually go to the lab instead of just mash.
All right, story
Josh
time. All
released
right,
so much tech into the world.
story time. Right? Okay, so Chris moved in with me. I don't know. It was like for like a
Okay.
year period. All right, I got the KI box for Halo, and then we got KI,
Mhm.
and I got really into it, and we would play sets of like. It wouldn't be unheard of that we do like first to 50s, and like
Jeez.
we knew our matchups so intimately. It was like the best thing but the worst thing at the same time, because we knew each other's playstyles and like characters inside out. So like all the normal stuff that would work, it just didn't work. It just didn't, and it was like infuriating, just completely
Like, it'd be
infuriating.
like,
Because you come up with this new thing and you use it on a person so many times, they figure out ways around it, so that you have to innovate. All the time.
he could pick Thunder out of nowhere, because like me playing Riptor, he could just play Thunder because we've fought so many times. I actually know how to play Cerebella, a character I never played like in training mode or anything, just because I've fought Josh's Bella so many times. And that's Josh's. I would say that's Josh's main character. I know how to play Fukua because he plays Fukua because she's top tier. Same with Philia. He plays them because they're disgusting. But he plays Bella because he loves Bella. And I just kind of learned how to play Bella because of that. But like, we'd do a Thunder Mirror, and I'd be like, okay, so Thunder's main footsie tool in the mirror is stand medium kick and stand heavy punch. Also stand heavy kick. But no one ever does that move because it's super whiff punishable. And any Thunder player is going to know that that the other Thunder player is going to be like, oh, whiff punish. Because you could whiff punish that thing with stand heavy punch, dude. And it's an easy reaction. So Josh just starts out the match. You try to do like a stand medium kick to control space, and Josh is like, nah, stand heavy kick. Just kicks you in the mouth. Gets a full fucking combo, kills your ass. It's like, God.
You know, like the other really annoying thing was like, I still have this habit, but like I would do light manuals all the time, and you know how that game is like, what do you call it? You have combo breakers and counter breakers. It gets infuriating when somebody knows your patterns like that well, because sometimes between us, not always, but sometimes we'd be combo breaker, combo breaker, combo breaker, combo. It wasn't the online stuff. It was just like you're actually like trying to do like different things so that you won't get counter broken, and it would still happen. It was infuriating. But yeah, like the other thing was, you'd have those "why would you do that" moment with the other person. Like, why would you do that? So, like, well,
what kind of idiot does that? That's super
I knew that
unsafe.
it would work. How?
Because we play all.
Because I know that character. You play it all the time.
Why
But
did you walk up and DP me in the middle of the fucking match? I didn't. But you just DP'd me in the middle of neutral. Yeah, because I knew exactly what button to hit there, and I knew when you would want to hit it, so I just DP'd, and it worked.
That was the other thing. Like, our neutral game could be like, we would literally not be hitting any buttons. And then you think there would be nothing going on because I'd
We
be
were
like,
scared.
like,
We were scared.
like, sometimes at the end of the match would be us just looking at each other, and like, sometimes I'd get a match just because, like, random DP. Like, why'd you do that? Well, I knew how long you were gonna wait to hit a button, so I just DP'd you in the face.
Brilliant. So,
Like, we got way too into KI competitive. That game.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
That game used to be so.
But- Yeah. So, have you guys ever heard of a channel called Core A Gaming?
I love Core A Gaming. They're amazing.
Yeah, because I love like I love the video that they made about how there's like different archetypes. By the way, Chris, your camera.
Yeah, I turned it off so I can take a drink. I hate drinking stuff on stream. And eating stuff. That's why I was off earlier. I was eating food.
There you go, bro. But it's like I love the video that they made about how there's like 3 different archetypes of
player archetype thing. That was my favorite video.
Gameplay. Yeah, I love that video, like, because it gives like a nice little retrospective of how people are in the FGC and on how they play, I think, and I like that, and I can say for sure that I'm definitely more of a Yomi type of player for sure.
But I can't do it in 5. I don't know why. I just can't anymore. I can't understand the way the average Street Fighter player thinks. Like in 5, it's just different. Like I go to local meetups sometimes in Orlando, and I do okay playing Street Fighter 4 against people. Like granted, they're not like the best Street Fighter 4 players in Orlando or anything, but they're okay, and I do okay against them, like in a live setting. But even in Street Fighter 5, I played my Akuma against a birdie, got stomped like 5-0. Granted, that's a terrible matchup, but I should have been able to take a game.
Yeah. I also love like the video about the consequences of what happens when you make a fighting game like much more easier. That video
that one's pretty new. I watched it recently.
Yeah, because like
Gerald's amazing.
What irks me
I just want to say Gerald's amazing, and everyone should watch Core A Gaming.
What definitely irks me about that is him mentioning the not the video itself, but the implications for Street Fighter 5
I mean, it is a bit too easy.
The input delay is higher.
Yeah.
I don't like that, and
I don't like that either.
It is a lot more on rails.
I don't like the input delay being higher, but there's no fighting game that I currently like playing more. Maybe Tekken 7. Maybe I'll like Tekken 7 more. But like I don't know, when I play Street Fighter 5, I'm able to just have fun. Even if I get bodied in that game, I still had fun when I played it.
Yeah.
And it's just like KI, that's not there for me anymore. I don't know if it ever really was there for me. I never had fun with that game losing ever. Ever. I have not lost a single match in that game and been like, that was a good match. No, every time, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Even against me.
That's basically it.
Probably
against you it was different.
Me.
No, against you it was different. Because, originally it would be like, that was bullshit. But, no, he just knew. It wasn't random. He just knew that if he just shadowed me right there, it would work because I played him yesterday in a 1st to 50. But if I played ranked in KI, I just always felt like it was bullshit. Every time I lost, I never really had fun losing. But in Street Fighter 5, I can always know what killed me. I always know why I lost. As soon as I lost, I'm just like, okay, alright, that was fucking stupid. Why'd I do that? Or if you hear me on my stream go, what the fuck just happened? Oh my god, I'm actually just processing it. I know what happened. But my brain's just having a hard time processing the fact that it did happen.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'll be right back. You guys talk a little bit more, and then we'll get on to single player experiences. I gotta go get a cigarette because I'm a piece of shit and forgot my pack in the kitchen.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, that's what. Okay. But yeah, Josh, that's how I kind of felt about when it comes to easy games, because games such as King of Fighters 13, I personally enjoy a lot just because of how the execution is, but the payoff for getting it down feels really rewarding and aesthetically looking nice in a lot of ways. So
King of Fighters is it's hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I like that. Because in Killer Instinct, they made it a lot easier to play over time. There's you can hit one button and you'll get an auto combo, which, like, whatever.
Basically.
They fixed it. It was like when it first got introduced, there were so many like option selects that you could use with it, but they removed them all. But they kept introducing higher and higher tier characters that were easier and easier to play and excel with, versus the old ones where you had to know how to play them and know all the tech and all that. It was annoying.
I can believe that for sure. I feel like that's... Sorry, go ahead.
That was like, some of the characters, the newer ones aren't like that, but some of them are really stupid easy to play in top tier. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's just like, I put so much time into the game and they keep changing it every patch, and some of them were some drastic changes that require you to change your entire game plan for certain characters. Broke characters, like, people, I don't know if people will believe me, Chris does, but like, they changed the nature of certain moves so that it didn't work anymore. Like,
yeah,
Riptor had a block stun infinite, and in order to change that, they made moves be minus on hit, which was like, I get this hit confirm, and I'm gonna get hit because I hit him, sort of thing. That was infuriating.
Like, the problem wasn't minus on hit normals.
No,
I'm sorry, I'm not technically back. I'm talking to my mom real quick.
Riptor.
We're talking, like, punishable on hit. Like, -5 on hit kind of stuff. You could actually punish Riptor on a couple of her moves on hit after they removed the block stun infinite. They kind of did it in a bad way. Yeah.
One of her enders was punishable for a while.
Yeah. It was punishable until a more recent patch. It was punishable all the way up until season 3.3 or something like that. I'm still talking to my mom though, so
I'm just bewildered.
I'm listening.
By that.
Good.
But there was also this character called Rash.
Yes, I've seen
He's
Rash.
infuriating.
I've seen...
Rash doesn't play the game the way everyone else plays the game. Neither does the...
I know. I've seen Maximilian play Killer Instinct a lot, and Rash is pretty brain dead as it gets.
Yeah, I used to watch Max play KI back when he played nothing but Fulgore, but then everyone started yelling at him to play more characters, and he doesn't know more characters.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing a character that you like. I mean,
yeah, I agree. I play Thunder and
Hisako,
so I play Thunder and Hisako. That's all I play.
Yeah, but it's like the case for anyone really, where it's like, oh well, anyone can play this character. Well, in Max's case, he likes playing characters that he finds to be fun. But I think but he knows that for the sake of for content and for the sake of people who look forward to this character, then he kind of has to play them, whether he has interest or not, for that matter. That's why he personally likes playing Hisako when she came out. This is one of his favorite fun characters to play as well.
I look at it a lot like when he played Evil Ryu. A lot of people complained that he only played Evil Ryu and he would play Street Fighter 4. He's like, but I like this character. I like hitting a low forward to fireball into sit combo. We'll play another character. So he learned Oni. And then everyone's so he was playing Ken, Evil Ryu, and Oni. Everyone's like, oh my god, you only play Shotos. Learn a different character. Holy shit. All the characters you play are the same character.
And that's not the only game that happened, because it also happened when he plays Tekken, because he likes playing Jin.
He just plays Mishimas in general.
Yeah.
Plays Heihachi sometimes.
Yeah, but he mainly, for the most part, plays Jin only.
Yeah, he's a Shoto fan. What do you expect?
People will have their...
Huh?
Sorry, you're kind of breaking up again a little bit. What'd you say?
You're gonna have to repeat all of that. Starting with Jin.
Yeah, because
It was about the Jin Kazama thing, and like we were talking about people getting upset and everything.
Yeah,
Wait.
because like,
What do people expect him to play though? Lucky Chloe?
oh god, don't remind me. I hate that. I will agree with Kenny for one thing. That ending was pretty bullshit for Eddie.
I didn't watch any of that yet. I need to watch the Tekken ending.
I'll say this: you probably will cry at like Eddie's ending. It's
I'm gonna see if the best friends put up a Tekken 7 playthrough. If they don't, I will watch the Yo video game stuff.
I say do that because like Kenny, like if you
Kenny
go back
gets
to
annoying.
Kenny, he got
Kenny gets on my nerves.
Kenny got heartbroken.
Matt gets on my nerves. Max is fine, but Kenny and Matt just piss me off. Sometimes Steve is real fucking annoying too. Holy Christ. Steve is constant Johns all the time. All the time. Every single thing.
That's literally people always like talk shit to him, is like when he's like ducking on Street Fighter and whatnot, etc. Like I'm cool. Like I'm personally cool with Kenny. Like in a lot of cases, in some cases for sure.
Kenny's usually
Simmons,
fine. Sometimes he's really annoying. Simmons is just annoying.
Well,
he always has to have an adverse opinion about every little thing.
Dude, I'll say this for sure. He for sure has like a vendetta against Kingdom Hearts for sure.
And Smash 4.
He has like a huge Well,
and
I don't think he hates Smash 4.
He hates Smash in general, but at the same time, he's the biggest Smash fan on the whole channel. It's because he likes
true.
Nintendo. That's why. Nintendo fans are the biggest Nintendo haters. Alright, my camera can come back.
You know what?
Now.
That's actually really true. Very good, yeah. But yeah, I do agree with you on that. Like, I do enjoy like watching Max and Kenny. Like I said, he's pretty cool. I will agree with you. He does get like obnoxious at some cases, but he's not like that.
I hate the times when he just
people would say.
I hate just the times he'll just constantly shake his fucking dreads around. It's really annoying. That's really annoying.
Yeah, but Steve, I will say this, like Steve, like of course, like I do agree with one on that. Like Steve, he can like he, like I said, just pure John's all day. And Simon's like, I do respect like some things that he says, but not everything. Like I would say that Kingdom Hearts is a really fun game, and you know, because that's my opinion. I think Kingdom Hearts is a definitely good game that like stood the test of time for the series itself. Granted, there are a few things that like several games that like have like huge plot fucking ruins everything. But still, the game series is fun for what it is.
Kingdom Hearts is good. The way they made Kingdom Hearts extended universe is not good.
Yeah,
that's just the way that's just how it boils down.
What's that, Josh?
72 guitar.
You can play original Xbox games on Xbox One now. I don't care.
72 guitar picks for $15.
I'm sorry, Microsoft, but I don't care about original Xbox games. Oh, can I play Brute Force on the Xbox One X? I might be interested to play that shitty ass game. That game's terrible. I love it.
I love that.
See the way Josh's face just lit up? Brute Force is like one of the worst trash.
I feel like we never fully explored that game.
We didn't. There was still so much that we were never able to do. That game had the most content in a bad game I've ever seen.
It was a good game.
It was, dude, the gameplay was really bad. Everything about it was kind of bad, but I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was the greatest games of my entire childhood. However, as a video game, it's not very good. It's very janky.
I can imagine so.
There were so many teams we didn't try out because there was like...
It was so hard to like figure stuff out because we didn't have a manual or anything.
Yeah. We couldn't even figure out like some of the campaign missions. We were like looking at walkthroughs to try to figure out our way through the levels.
Do you know there's only like 5 Brute Force walkthroughs on the internet, and 3 of them are in Russian and other languages that are not English? Looking at 2 guys who are not bilingual.
I never heard this game Brute Force.
It's like a 5 out of 10. No joke. It is the most mediocre thing in the world, and I love it so much.
It's a
I
third-person
don't love
shooter.
mediocrity. In
you
a
have-
time before third-person shooters were good, you got to bring that part up too. It
You
was
had
still in
the
the era
guy-
like
He had like
Oh, okay.
two
I
machine
see the game.
guns. Was one?
this is like it was a third-person shooter that tried to play Quakey.
Okay,
So good.
I see.
It was closer to
I see
Unreal.
what it is.
It was closer to Unreal Tournament rather than Quake.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I guess we're moving. I can
So,
imagine
Skull Kid,
but-
any like single player experiences that you would say really kind of like changed the way that you think about video games as a whole? Like whether it be like as an art form or anything like that. As just an pure entertainment source.
like any game whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think that will probably. I think that will probably be like the Jack and Dax, the Jack games from PS2, because like I do enjoy like the series as a whole personally, especially like Jack 3. I know how I feel about like how that game is like.
I like Jack
is
3,
pretty
it's
edgy,
just too
but-
edgy. I like it. I
Yeah.
like Edge, man. The Lancer in Final Fantasy 14 looks super cool.
Yeah, like I do enjoy how like the first game it went from like so like a simple platform, and the sequel was
Show
like
you
it
this
just went
Lancer, yeah.
straight ahead into like
Keep talking. I just got to find a picture of the Lancer for you guys. I'm gonna link it in the
Can we just
Skype
talk
chat.
about how hard Jack 2 was?
it really was. I as a kid I got my ass handed to me.
How-
As an
angry
adult,
did
I
you
got
get?
my
Especially
ass
at the-
handed to me.
I got pretty salty
Yeah.
for sure. Like
Me too.
I- yeah, like the part that I was stuck on was like the last race against like in like the Coliseum.
races were bull. They were rigged.
Yeah,
You had to be perfect.
they were, but yeah.
This
Like,
is the
but I
female
actually
Lancer.
like, as I got older
Not
and
as
I actually
edgy.
played the game again, I figured out a way how to get through them. Like I know like the quick routes and whatnot that you're supposed to go through. Like I actually got the shit like figured out. But yeah, like I would say that those games I do enjoy because it can go from like being like pretty like innocent for the first game, and in the second game it went like pure like kind of like
God damn it.
dark in a way, and it's kind of like cool in how they did it, especially when they like introduce like weapons into the mix.
I just
And
feel
the
like
third game,
Jack 2 was the most perfect form of the Edge that game needed. You know what I mean? Like, Jack 3 is still really good, and I really like it. But the Edge was just a little bit too much for it. Other than that, fucking fantastic game.
Yeah. And I do enjoy it just not only because of like how like change it made from the first to the second, but also just because of like how gameplay feels. Cause
Look how edgy that character is.
let me see here. Black spots. Oh my god,
God damn it, Raw.
That is
I don't care.
pretty edgy.
Is that Final Fantasy 14?
Final Fantasy 14, yeah, that's the Lancer. Look how edgy he is. He's so cool.
Pretty edgy.
Too
That's
bad.
That
man.
is pretty edgy.
Well, no, that's the female version. That's the female character model for the Lancer.
But yeah. What do you think? What single player game do you thoroughly enjoy a lot?
Me?
Yeah.
Or like me personally, Devil May Cry changed everything I feel about video games.
The third one?
No, the first one. Like it was
The
the
first
first
one.
game that made me think about atmosphere in video games. And I was a child at the time. Like the way everything worked. Like the way it was like you could tell, even though I was a kid and I didn't really know anything about development cycles, I could tell that game was supposed to be scary at least at one time while in its creation. Like, you could see the horror elements just oozing out of the game, and like the soundtrack helped it, everything. And then the way the music just kicks up right when you first hit your first battle. everything about Devil May Cry 1 just it's perfect. Granted, none of them are fantastic. None of the aspects are really that fantastic standalone. Like, the soundtrack on its own isn't very good. It's honestly just kind of a lot of different noises that are built to, like, mix into, like, the swordplay and everything, and the gunshots and all the noises of the game. So that makes, like, that it's an accompanying soundtrack, just like in the way movies do it, where they'll have a soundtrack where certain scenes, the soundtrack's based around the sounds of the special effects and practical effects and all of that. Like, if explosions are happening while a track is running, the track has to, like, account for the explosions in the set piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
That's
see
also
what you
one of
mean.
the first games that ever made me care about set piece design.
Yeah.
Like, and boss fights. I never really cared
Design.
much about bosses. Like, they were just a thing in platformers at one point, and then they were just a thing in beat-em-ups, and then they became the hypest shit in the world with character action games. What were you gonna say, though, Skull Kid? Sorry.
Yeah, I believe you, because, like, I do agree with you. One thing, like, set pieces for, like, what level design you say?
Yeah.
Or, like, art. Yeah, like, that actually is what really makes,
character design.
Yeah, it really makes, like, character design, but also, like, the setting of what you're, for what you're in. I feel like, and, kind of, like, going back to what I said about Nier Automata, like, the levels, like, in, like, or where the area is, especially, like,
Huh?
What were you...
it's like the level game is immersive, and like the music like accompanies with it so well. I would say.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Another game that's kind of high up
so
there.
Josh.
What is that? Just to kind of give an honorable mention. I don't care if you guys give honorable mentions. It's kind of just a shitcast anyway. But Josh, what are you doing, man? Quit being a weirdo.
He's readjusting his hair.
You're being a punk. But another game I would give a real good honorable mention to would be shit. What's it called? It's kind of a shitty 3D beat 'em up. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go there. I'll just give my honorable mention to fucking Sonic 2 or Mortal Kombat 2.
Wait, Sonic 2? Like,
Yeah,
Sonic
2. No, Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis.
What?
That's one of the first games I ever played, man. I grew up with a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo, and I got N64 to PS1 later on in that generation. Like, in that generation, I was still playing my Super Nintendo and my Genesis, like, with my dad, and then I'd go over to my friend Josh's house, not this one, but another Josh that we knew. We grew up with him, and I'd go play N64 over his house. And then I'd go play Final Fantasy VII at my uncle's house. And then eventually I got a PS1 and was able to borrow games from from my uncle, and then I got an N64 and was able to borrow games from my friend, and everything was fine. Everything was good. It was called Fighting Force. That's the name of the thing. Beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that game.
Love that game. It's on PS1 and N64.
I've seen a review for it, and it's total shit.
It just didn't. It was one of the earlier 3D beat 'em ups, and it didn't really know what to do with the 3D plane. But it still
my goodness,
felt like a beat 'em up really hard.
I just realized, like, what you said, like, kind of reminded me of a nerd game. Like, have any of you heard of the game God Hand?
I've heard of it. I've tried it. It's too hard. I like it, but it's too hard. It's cool. It's really cool, but it's too hard. I'm a coward. I bitched out every time I tried to play it.
I never heard about the game at first until, like, I've seen, like...
I heard about it late. Don't get me wrong, I did hear about it pretty late.
Yeah, same here, because, like, I've, like, first, like, heard about it from, like, a YouTuber, and then I saw a game for, like, Maximilian, like, playing. It's like, whoa, this game is awesome. it's made by Platinum Games. That's
Well, Clover Studios.
or the
It
Clover
was
Studios.
Clover
Yeah,
Studios at the time.
I'm surprised.
Capcom. I wish they
Yeah.
still were.
Yeah, like they made like really great games for sure, and I wish that I wish that we would get like a second God Hand that's actually like done a lot more like.
Can I just ask a question? When is Capcom gonna let Inafune just do what he wants again? Last time they let him do what he wanted, we got fucking Dragon's Dogma. That game's amazing. So just let it. And before that, we got fucking Devil May Cry 3 and 4. Like, just let Inafune go and just do whatever he wants, man.
I don't think he's going back anytime soon. I feel, but yeah. But yeah, Josh. What's
We might be talking about this. Like, I need to just look at some stuff.
Okay, so are we? Can I just go through all the honorable mentions at once?
Sure.
Yeah, go through your honorable mentions first.
Alright, so let's just go on to story time then. Alright. The first game I remember from my childhood is, I don't know which one was first, but the big ones was Descent. Do you guys know what Descent is?
Sorry, not I'm retarded. Not Inafune, Itsuno. I'm stupid. Stupid.
Descent. I don't think I heard of that game. I think I've heard of it once, but it never rings any bells.
It's a pretty old game. I mean, it's not like extremely old. It was one of the first 3D games, I believe. But okay, so you're in a spaceship and you fly around in it, and you have 360 degrees of movement. So you,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
you
I've never
go,
actually
you fly into mines, and then you clear out the rogue AI robots. But it's really fun. I actually
I know what
tried
game
playing
changed
it through
your life.
again.
I know what game changed your life the most.
I do too.
Chex Quest.
No, but
Oh my
Chex Quest,
goodness! Don't.
Chex Quest was amazing. I don't know if it actually was, but
I love it.
I
don't
love
care
that game.
for
I'll
that.
play
I don't
it again.
care.
I played it
I don't
a
give a
lot.
fuck.
I knew
Good. I'm on a stream Chex Quest now.
I knew where like a lot of the secrets were, too. I
You
thought
played
I was like hot shit
that game.
for that. I did. I played it a
Really
lot.
good at that game. You were sick at Chex Quest, and your mom let you play it even though it was shooting because it was Chex aliens.
No, the enemies. Okay, it was a.
Sorry, 1 second.
It
My
was
mom's here. I can still
literally
talk.
Doom, except Chex, and the enemies were
It was
Flemoids.
literally just the same map design, everything. They literally just took Doom and changed out the sprites and the like level like art
Do
to
you
make
know
it
what-
look different. The Hell World didn't really look like Hell. It was still the Hell World though. It was still Doom Hell.
Hold on.
But- Wasn't. I'm sorry.
Do you know what phlegm is?
Phlegm.
It's the stuff that comes up when you do that.
Yeah.
It's mucus.
Oh, that.
The monsters
Yes.
were called Flemoids.
That's like some Earthworm Jim. That's like some Earthworm Jim shit right there. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. The Flemoids were just giant mucus monsters. And you had like a phaser that you could that you just turn into different weapons, or there was like, I don't know, they all use the same battery or something, and
Mhm.
you would phase them back into their own dimension, and like
That is.
as you took damage, there was more mucus on your little Doom guy at the bottom, except he was Chuck's guy.
Huh? That is. Yeah. What the heck?
It was hilarious. The next one.
That's the game that started Josh's love of Doom.
The
It
next,
actually is. I'm not even joking.
the next one down the line was, probably skipping a few, but like the next one that really comes to mind is Civilization 3.
I never like
Yeah.
was into like.
I don't know. We
I-
played that in a competitive fashion usually,
Got really.
but it still counts. It still counts.
I played it online a little little bit, and it was infuriating because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Playing online with each other was really fun. All the way up until we got good at it, and then we just pissed each other off. And then it was really fun to go play LAN at Josh's Plevel's house, played Civ on LAN. That was great.
It was around the same time. I don't know which came first, but I want to say the biggest game changer for me was StarCraft.
I always wanted to try StarCraft. That game, to me, like, aesthetically, that game looks really pleasing. But the thing is that StarCraft, I feel, is a lot more heavy on multitasking. And I say this because, like, I've seen, like, a footage.
Yeah, but you can play StarCraft 1 and Brood War and StarCraft 2 now that it's all done and completed, all as a single-player experience and have tons of fun.
Yeah.
The single player is amazing.
I've only know some StarCraft characters just from playing Heroes of the Storm. But it still
MOBAs. I'm sorry.
It still looks really cool for what it is though, especially when you see things in motion, like how do you see the battles going? It looks really cool. And I do give it
had really good music.
Yeah.
So did Civ
I was
3.
gonna say StarCraft and Civ 3 I kind of want to steal as honorable mentions because oh my god, the music was so good. And they both introduced me to entire genres I never knew existed. And just oh my god, I know this goes into competitive, but I never really said my competitive thing. I wanted to say KI or Skullgirls. But no, the first game that I ever truly got competitive in was Warcraft 3 Risk Devolution. And that game changed my life completely. It changed the way I felt about competitive grind. That game changed the way I felt about competitive grind.
Elaborate.
Alright, Skull Kid, 3 months of my life are literally gone to that game. 3 straight months are gone to nothing but getting good. I was one of the best people on the US server at Risk Devolution.
Really? Were you really? Holy shit.
Josh was really good too because he played with all the people I played with all the time.
That is...
And it was a mod to a game.
It wasn't even the real game.
We knew
the
ins and outs for sure.
I knew every little thing about that game except for boat combat. That's why
3 hours.
I was just I'd say I was about right outside the top 5 in the US on the US server, only because I just didn't find the boat combat fun, so I just didn't do it. I didn't care to learn it because it wasn't fun to me. I just thought everything else was really fun. All the strategy going into all the land battles, whereas boats were just boat dancing.
Yeah.
So you just
really...
ally yourself with a strong naval nation, and ally yourself with a slightly weaker naval nation, and then you eat the strong naval nation along with the other naval nation. By you using a bunch of bullshit land tactics against their naval warfare, and you just win the game because then you can eat the weak naval nation by just making more boats than they can because you have more money because you have more land, and land is power and money is winning. Or you could just be bored at the end and just turtle it out until the end where everyone gets mad at you and then spam knights. It still wins.
That's insane.
I got way too good at that game. I would purposely kill everyone on the map just so me and Josh could end it with a 1v1.
That is crazy.
Like, Josh, I'm gonna send shitloads of knights and everyone just take over all the island nations real quick. Those people are weak. I've starved them of money for way too long. They can't win. They can't win any battles anymore. And then you come through and just kill all the knights with riflemen and take all my spots, and then we'll just have a big-ass massive 1v1 and break the game to end it. I think that game changed my life more than anything else. I don't think I'll ever be that good at any single video game ever again.
Thanks for the follow, bro.
Ever again.
Oh, who followed?
Jeremy something.
Jeremy Flipper Flapper. I don't
Jeremy
know.
Flipper.
Not watching Josh's stream. It's on Josh's stream.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, like the first like game that I take competitively, from an actual game, I want to say that was, I think that would probably be Halo Reach. I feel like in Halo.
I got
Reach,
pretty into Halo Reach.
Yeah, like Halo Reach is fun. Like in any game, any like map that had the shotgun, I went beeline straight for it immediately. Like either shotgun or the energy sword, I snagged it immediately and just went off like a mofo. And I even do like the trick where it's like, because it was like the first game where assassinations were introduced. So I was like abusing like the whole entire trick of how like when people try to like go behind you, if you see someone like behind you on the mini map, you just like jump behind them and so much, and it was like
Halo Reach was really fun.
Or the first was, and I fun with the story because it was like the first Halo game where you, the player, are actually like the main character, which and I thought that was really, really cool in that sense.
And they ruined Halo with 4.
Yeah.
And then they ruined Halo even more by putting out a Halo no one wants to learn properly.
You like watching me?
Basic mechanics. Fundamentals.
Yeah, that was like the first.
Thanks for that follow.
Or, yeah, basically. But yeah, that's how I. Like, at least I don't really play shooters that often, well, except for Overwatch. But yeah, Halo Reach was like the first shooter that I really like delved a lot of time into, for sure.
I quit shooters basically after Killing Floor. Killing Floor was another that's a semi-competitive game, I'd say. It's point-based.
Well, you're surviving, really. So.
I was the king. Yeah, but there was a point structure, and you had to be the winner.
Okay.
I needed the numbers to go up, Skull Kid. If I see numbers that can go up, I need them to go up. Why do you think I got good at Risk? Most of that game was watching your money go up and watching your land amounts go up. Those are both numbers. I can quantify those as numbers, so I can get really good because I need to find the best way to make those numbers go up.
Jeez.
And then then the meta changed, and I dropped out of Risk Evo.
It changed how?
Remember when it became nothing but boat guarding?
Ports?
Mainly because, port theft. It became
theft?
nothing but port theft, and port theft actually turned out to be OP. And the guy who developed the game wanted to balance it, but all the people that helped him had kind of left and went on to like the Dota team and shit. So yeah, Dota just sucked up all the good custom creators, and that's it. That shit. Risk Evo could be the Dota right now if they were able to make it a shorter fucking game.
They pretty much left that game, and then Dota was pretty much just kind of like wasted efforts. Well, yeah, because of its wasted efforts. Like I played Dota 2 for a little bit. Like
Dota 2 is super popular now.
Well,
I will say that. It's not as popular as Heroes of the Storm right now, I think, though. And it's still not as popular as League.
Yeah.
But it's way more popular than Han.
I agree with you on that. But yeah, it's like I tried Dota 2. The one thing I like about Dota 2, like in compared to League, is that the character designs, as far as like the kits, are really well thought out. Cause like
most of them are more reminiscent of the original engine that the game was built in. That's why League had to try to distance itself away from Dota and Warcraft in general. Whereas with the Source engine, you were kind of able to remake the Warcraft 3 engine.
Basically, so they have that advantage, and like I do enjoy Dota too, but the game is like very like brutal, like especially for like new players, because like if you die, you not only lose like the wave that's ongoing, but you also like lose experience and money, which is a very terrible thing. Death in League isn't really that bad though, because if done right, you can come back, and you don't really like lose any money or XP, which is of course like a really forgiving thing. You have to give people some leeway.
That's actually my
And
problem with League, because League got super popular when it's technically there are certain well, I don't know about now, but like in Dota 1 there were certain classes where if you died a few times,
Then the game would be
like
much
the
over.
game no, like I'm talking about the opposite. There were some characters that needed to die a couple times in the original Dota. They were super specific and they were very off meta, but they were also extremely viable. They were kind of wild card characters. You know what I mean? Either they worked out or they didn't.
I know that.
Like, think Misfortune. Either
Yeah,
Headless
basically.
Fortune works out or she doesn't.
For Skullgirls.
And
Well,
League
speaking
kind
of
of removed that for quite a while. That was the only thing I really liked about the original Dota. I hate Dota and MOBAs in general. I think they're just super boring. I learned the original Dota. I got okay at that game while I was playing Risk, because a lot of the people I played Risk with, guess what? They played Warcraft 3. What else were they playing? Dota.
Of course, because it's Source Filmmaker.
Dude, Dota was the only thing. All right, in Warcraft 3's last 5 years of life, Dota was the only thing anyone played.
I didn't know that.
There went trends came and gone that me and Josh were super hype about, and then disappointed that they were gone forever. Tower defenses. The better version of tower defenses, where you built your own mazes from scratch and everything.
You can
It
do
was
that.
pure maze building, and everything went down to a central maze, and whoever was the worst player was the one that was always blamed. The first one to lose basically lost you the game. And if
That
you went with
is-
a good team, if you had a good team, you could play one of those versions of tower defense for an hour and a half.
Hmm.
And it was always fun. But then no one played them anymore because Dota sucked up that community.
Mm-hmm.
So we moved on to the next community. And then no one played that anymore because Dota sucked up that community when Dota got better. So we went to the next community.
And then they sucked up them up as well. And
Yeah,
vice versa.
Dota just sucked up everything up until the point Dota literally sucked up the main competitive portion of the game.
Really?
It was so sad. It was either
People stopped playing ladder to play Dota.
I lost people to Dota and World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
A lot of people.
there
I
were
had a
some
full friends list in that game. You could get up to 25.
Mm-hmm.
It was full.
I was in Risk Evolution clan, 2 different Risk Evolution clans, one on US server, one on EU, because I was also really good on I was also the top 20 in EU server.
That is
I'm a terrible person.
crazy.
I had no life. I had 0 life at all. I did
The
nothing but
Americans
play that
weren't
game.
hard enough for you.
Dude, the Euros were fucking fantastic. They bodied the shit out of me really hard. It was a whole different world. It was like when you play StarCraft and you go to Korea.
Was it because
You would
they
get
were
bodied
better
so
or because
quickly.
they played different?
It was mostly just the difference in play style, but it was really hard to wrap my head around because I mostly played on the US server. So I would take games over there, but if more than 2 members of their top 5 were in a match, I wasn't winning. It was over. Dragolion, if he was in a match, it was done. Josh played that guy one time. Josh went over onto his EU account one time to play with me and my friend Dragolion and one other guy from our clan who is another top 20 like me. And Josh, I'd say he was around top 10 in the U.S. also. And we both just got shat on super hard.
If there's one thing, is there one thing that I know about like a majority of flank games? People like especially like Korea are super tryhards in games like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like League, because like League of Legends, like Korea just
It's the moneymaker right now, so Korea's like, yo, let's go body everybody.
Basically, like, dude, like if you look at League of Legends, like SKT just like last year went off like really effing hard. They beat like both Cloud9 and they stormed through like North America, like NA, and Cloud9 got steamrolled along with
And
TSM.
Cloud9 was one of the top teams in like everything last year.
Yeah, like that year they were like doing pretty good until like they got SKT and then they got swept. Like Faker was like going off like super hard. Like that guy's a maniac.
I always think it's really funny when one of the top American players in any game, any competitive game,
it's like slammed out of,
just gets shat on immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, because like you sit there and like when I would play against like the top 1 or 2 Americans, like occasionally we would have like clan wars in Warcraft 3 because every game has that. And like my American clan would go up against a better European clan than the one I was in. The one I was in had like the best Devo player. But like I played against another clan that was better than the general Euro clan I was in. And it was like me, 2 top 5s from our clan, and one other. It was basically just America versus Europe, actually, to be honest.
Jeez.
Like we recruited someone else from another clan. And then we played a bunch of people that were at the top in Europe, and we all just got dumped.
Steamrolled. Yeah.
It was fucking bad. That shit was like half an hour, and the average game of Risk is like an hour and a half. It's already like 11 p.m. here, so you think you want to stop the stream here? Yeah, I think we should cut it out. It was a pretty good talk, though. We didn't really talk too much about single player, but single player,
I
don't know.
don't think we finished.
Our generation didn't really do much. What was your number 1 single player influence? You never actually said. Well, you said it was StarCraft. Faster Than Light. I assumed it would be Halo, honestly. Halo 2.
Oh,
Just because the opening theme.
Dude, it's
That's
hard
what
to choose,
inspired
but Faster
you.
Than Light is my biggest inspiration for music.
It's your biggest inspiration for music, but like Halo 2 kind of inspired you to make music in the first place.
You're right. Oh, I absolutely
like one day
he
started playing guitar and he was like, okay, guitar's fun and all, but whatever. And then he heard the Halo 2 theme and he's like, holy shit, I need to play that.
The guitar version. I still haven't learned to play it. I know a little. I know the gist of it, but I can't play it.
Yeah.
Should learn
it. Yeah, but overall I feel
play
like
it on the next stream.
Yeah, but this talk, like, I feel it's really good though. Like earlier, it was kind of like whatever, but
yeah, it's because E-Man doesn't play competitively.
Yeah, but this for sure. Like, let's talk about like gaming, like what competitive games we like, and let's talk about E3 in general. I think it was a really good talk.
If you want, come on back next week. We're having an actual like news podcast next week, guys.
A news podcast,
and we're going back to our original format after next week.
No.
But next week, we're gonna wait for all the E3 information to come out, and then the next episode of the pod, after the E3 hype has all died down, everyone's already got their podcast out. I want to listen to the Friendcast and everything, hear their thoughts, watch other videos and stuff.
So next podcast is gonna be about E3, right?
Yep. And TGS, because that's coming up soon, so we'll talk about predictions for TGS, stuff we want.
TGS, what's that?
Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Alright, so, yeah, guess that's it then.
Or is the German one first, then TGS? I don't remember.
Well, yeah.
I'll look it up and we'll talk about it next week.
Yep.
But yeah, Josh, anything? Actually, Skull Kid, anything you're looking forward to, like doing? Tekken, anything like that?
I'm still working on Tekken. Trying to like get skull rolls done, but yeah, there's a lot of things I have on my mind that I need to like work on, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta save up a couple paychecks to get Tekken 7 because I gotta buy my dad a PS4 for his birthday / Father's Day. I'm going to Aaron's. I'm not just all out, like flat out buying it. That's not happening. I'm gonna go to Aaron's. I'm gonna get him like a game. It'll only be like $80-$90 total, maybe 120 tops if I end up getting him like a PSN card, like a 1 month PS Plus kind of thing. Like enough on a PSN card to get 1 month of PS Plus so he can play Battlefield 1 for a month.
Yeah.
PS4s come with like
your dad
free
goes hard on Battlefield, doesn't he?
Yeah, my dad loves Battlefield.
It's a really good game.
Like, he plays the shit out of Battlefield 4. He'll probably end up getting he loves Assassin's Creed also. He doesn't play all the Assassin's Creeds like some people do, though. Like, he played up to Black Flag, and then he'll play one of them that he really likes often, and that's about it. Like, he'll play a bunch of Black Flag one day, or he'll play, like, a bunch of Brotherhood or Revelations, but he'll never touch 1 again. He'll probably never touch 3 again. He's beaten 3 twice. He's like, you know what? I got everything I want out of that game. I don't ever need to put it in again. I hate Connor more than anything. All right, Josh, anything you're looking forward to? Do you plan on touching Tekken at all? Maybe wait for a Steam sale? I'm looking
forward to hopefully never playing another fighting game in my life.
But if Tekken has like
I might
low
play
input
some
lag,
Instinct this week because of this podcast. But
why not Skullgirls?
I might do a little practicing on my Vita because I don't use my Vita for anything other than that.
Why don't you just? I will give you $100 for your fucking Vita.
Don't you owe me money?
Like I do, but I can't really. You're also supposed to send. You were supposed to send me a PC and then forgot to talk to me about it for a month. And I was supposed to pay you for that first, so instead I'll just buy your Vita from you.
I'm having fun messing with this guy who doesn't know anything about computers. He wants to. I offered.
Does
to
he
sell
want the
him
monitor?
No. Well, he
All right.
might, but he wants...
Don't sell the monitor. Sell the monitor to me.
I like this
Either
monitor.
sell me the monitor, or sell me your Vita. Because you never use your Vita, and I really want to play Persona 4 the Golden.
I use my Vita sometimes. But he wants to buy... Okay, there's an 8350 in it. There's a high-speed DDR3 RAM. There's 32 gigs in there. So that... And then there's the motherboard. So that's like...
Shut up, bro.
That's like $350 worth of shit in there. And then I said I'd throw in the graphics card and I'd give it to him for $500.
What graphics card?
The 970. Like fuck it.
How?
I'll sell him the
Give me
970
a
and get
graphics
a
card.
1080.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But
don't get a 1080. 1080 is a waste of money. Get a 1070. It's like $50 cheaper for like a 4% decrease in power over a 1080.
if it comes to it, I'll look into it. But
wait
he's
on what
trying to
AM
heckle
so.
me, and I'm already giving him a stupid good price. And
Oh my
like every
goodness.
time he says that, I'm like, look, if you don't want it, I won't sell it to you. I'm not going
Yeah,
any
I'd
lower.
say 500 is a little fucking low because I could easily throw my computer on eBay, which needs. I just have to throw a new like $30 motherboard into my fucking computer sitting right in front of me, throw it on eBay, and get fucking $500, no problem. Or Craigslist, $500. I'd have to wait, but that's it.
I mean, he's like,
My computer's a piece of shit.
with the new Xbox, you can game at 4K at 60 FPS. And I'm like, okay, then don't buy it.
Okay. Guess what? You can play a lot of games on that rig at 4K and 60 frames per second.
It's like he wants to
or 1080p at 144 frames per second, or higher. You could go into
Right.
200s.
But like he's looking through these computer builds, and I'm like, no, don't buy that one. Okay, that one's fine.
That's
Get
a-
that one. Don't buy that one. He's like, this one looks pretty good. Don't
It's
buy.
like,
the
yeah,
bill,
but the
that's
parts
crap.
aren't compatible.
Okay. I
Look at
think
that bottleneck right there, you fucking idiot.
If you want to
I'm
go
sorry.
to bed, man, you can.
We're probably
Okay,
gonna
I
talk
think-
shit for a little bit longer.
I think it's enough. I was gonna say.
I'm
think
gonna
we
see
go
my
on
dad's
for-
play
Because
PlayStation.
I kind of
so-
like this conversation. I want to finish it.
Just go ahead. Like by all means. I
You
want to
can
hear
go to
more.
bed, dude. If you want to go, it's fine. We're
Alright.
Yeah.
we're
Figure out
perfectly
what's
capable
going on that.
individuals. But
Figure out what's going on with that. I'm gonna shut down my stream though because it's pretty much over. Like if you're still recording, that's fine, but my stream's pretty much over. You can leave this stuff in. I don't care.
let's sit on that for a moment. This week, I'm gonna read some more sci-fi books, or listen
Cool.
to some sci-fi books. Do some music as usual. I really want to fit in a session of Stellaris, and I want to try out Shadow of Mordor, because I got that on my laptop, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh yeah. Shadow Warrior is pretty fun. I think you might enjoy it if you're like a fan of Lord of the Rings, but it's kind of whatever. But yeah, I guess that's all I have like on my mind. But yeah, if you guys want to hit me up, or if you two want to hit me up to like talk, or if you have like games on Steam for that matter, I guess you can just hit me up on Discord. So yeah.
Skull Kid is a
yeah,
member of our
for
Discord, Scrub Central Discord, which is in a link always in my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Mr. Clean 21X, and it is always being shown on Josh's Twitch channel, which is, come on, Josh.
Twitch.tv/THANNIHILATERER Annihilator. Twitch.tv. Find me on YouTube, Josh Racer Music. Blah 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 blah. Join our Discord if you'd like.
It's in the link in the description in the YouTube video. Also, all of this is in the link in the YouTube description.
We have memes and meaningful discussion from time to time. And it's a
Also,
good way
don't
make
go to-
friends.
Don't go to the NSFW channel unless you can handle fucking
Oh yeah, don't touch
weird-
that. That's weird.
Yeah,
shit.
don't worry about that.
I'm literally
That,
moving
uh,
that to the bottom right now.
I occasionally accidentally click in there and I'm like, what the hell? Bro, why? Why have you done this again?
I've seen some shit. I'll say that right now.
I'm
Good
moving that to
grief.
the bottom so people don't look at it.
We do have rules. We should probably make our permalink automatically direct you to the rules page.
Where's it link you to now?
General, which just leads to a bunch of rule-breaking retardedness and stupidity.
That's a good
Our Discord's
idea.
pretty dumb. Our Discord's pretty dumb when it comes to the general. Let's just say that the
I'm
only
fine.
place that's
You
kind
can
of
do
like
whatever you
off
want in
limits,
general, just don't.
like it's
post
pretty moderation free. Just no
nasties.
spamming or anything. No spamming and no NSFW in general. That's all I ask. That's all I want out of the people that come from my stuff. Like I don't know about you guys, but like I don't want to go to the general and be like, why is there trap porn on the general? Fucking why?
Yeah, that
Why is there
happened
20
once,
of this?
and
Yeah, I
that
know
was-
it did. I saw it and then it was gone. I was like, wait, what? What happened?
I
Was that
probably
actually a
deleted it
thing?
Because two people were trolling us, or like one person was trolling us. They were spamming, like, I guess trap porn. So I was like, no, I don't want this here. get it out. If you want to do that, put it in NSFW and don't post it 10 times. Post it once.
Basically, like once is enough, especially if it's trap porn. Good grief.
Like any porn, to be honest.
I don't want
Like
it.
I only need to see it one time.
I don't even look. Well, sometimes I look at NSFW just out of curiosity, but like,
I just
It's
I
what
was just
goes
gonna
on
say
in there is not
sometimes
for me.
it's just like
it's
sometimes
not for
you're
me.
just like, what is Raw posting? Oh God, Sprout, why? Sprout, come on,
Oh
Sprout,
my, what
Jesus
is this?
Christ. He's doing it right now.
Oh!
What happened? What? What?
Oh!
Josh is looking at NSFW right now.
Are you okay, Josh?
No one's okay looking at NSFW.
Oh, that is so screwed up.
What happened?
I'm not describing this.
Is it the
What?
video?
It's
Oh,
the
it's the
snake.
snake, isn't it?
Oh, what?
You can look at it if you want. All right.
I'm just gonna take your word for it.
It's
I'm-
not
I'm-
to be described in words for here.
This is terrifying.
I
I'm
assume
looking
that
at
the
it right
snake.
now.
There's
Oh
a snake
my
in it.
God. Oh God, this is getting worse every second.
He's really into
I'm-
it.
Oh wow.
I'm going on the assumption that the snake went to the
It's
Narnia.
not doing snake things.
What?
Let's stop watching
It's
that.
not doing snake things.
I'm not watching. No, I'm just like still focusing on you guys. But like, I can imagine the game that being really fucking stupid or really disgusting. So
Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah, I'll take your word for
Now
it.
Raul
so.
wants a snake. Oh my.
Oh, would you look at who posted the snake?
Raul?
To be fair, if you want anime tits, Sprout's your girl. She posts all sorts of anime tits.
Josh, are you okay?
If it was up to me, there would be no NSFW. But
It only got created.
You want
because-
to just like all right, all right, Josh.
I'm
Josh,
That's
you just want to
perfect.
end the
I just
recording now,
let it
so
be.
we could.
Look at NSFW real quick, Josh.
I'm not going to.
It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad.
Take
It's nothing
away
bad.
anybody's. Way too lewd.
Lewd, way too lewd.
You know, I just want to help him.
I'll
Just
let
That's the
you
other
do
one.
guys have
myself.
that.
What?
I just go in there once in a while and type the lewd command, and I don't even know what's going on in there. Raul's the only overseer that's active there, so you just have to. God damn it, Raul! What if I was streaming and you're over here showing 2B butt? Too big butt.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with 2B, but
Pull up.
I like 2B.
Like,
How to
Wait,
get
what is that?
stoned without smoking weed? Oh no!
Raul, what is this weeb shit?
Just
All right,
What is the weeb shit?
all right,
Come
Josh. To save
on.
your sanity, do you just want to end the recording now so we can just be done with this already?
All right, this has been the Missable Podcast. Where,
we're
oh my God, what is this weeb trash?
End the podcast now. End the
Cute cat.
podcast
We're
now.
gonna
End the
shoot-
podcast now.
we're gonna shoot for Thursday next week at 8 p.m. again.
You mean this
Apparently-
week?
Yeah, this week. Apparently,
We should probably
we're
shoot
going
for
to
like
talk
Friday.
About
E3.
Three.
E3.
Electronics, something expo.
And
Electronics Entertainment Expo. That's what it is.
That
Yes.
date's subject to change depending on my schedule because
And
different
mine as
schedule
well
every
because
week.
sometimes I get stuck in the rain because I live in Florida and it's the rainy season. And I go to auctions for work,
Dude,
like
did-
auto auctions.
Did you check the upload of the podcast last week? Because it's kind of funny in the beginning a little bit.
No, not yet. I've got to. I'm gonna ask Kyle if it turned out okay.
The first
He listens to
minute
every
is the
single
most-
week.
Really?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's really weird.
Hi, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. I don't know if he listens to the whole thing, but shout outs to my cousin.
Shout
He's
out
cool.
to anybody who's watching on YouTube or on Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for,
Yeah,
real.
for sure.
You guys are rad. Like,
If you want to inflate
Come
our
on,
egos
God
and make us
damn it.
filled with warm fuzzies,
Josh,
a
look at
comment on
NSFW.
oh,
When you squeeze your yogurt tube too hard, ignore the anime titties. Ignore the anime titties. Please tell me Discord's not showing up on
oh
your
look
stream.
at cute little kitty.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Yeah. Let's. No. Yeah.
Yes,
No.
no. Yeah, I mean,
No.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I can see
Maybe.
how, but you know, it's not for me.
Maybe,
Mm.
maybe. That's
Just
every at least one subject every time I go to the NSFW, except for that one GIF. That one GIF is death. don't ever look at the one GIF. It's a link.
Just
Josh
pay,
knows
just,
the link.
at the
Skull
very-
Kid, if I ever randomly post a link in the Missable Podcast chat, don't look at it. Don't. Just don't.
I don't
Bad
remember
luck.
what it is, but I know that it's disgusting.
I'll take your word for it. I'll just pay attention more towards Subi's butt.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
do that instead.
But like sometimes when I go into the NSFW, the first thing I'll do is something where it's like I like that, but I don't think I should because it's here. There's got to be something wrong with this. I don't know what it is, but there's something. All right, well, this was the Missable Podcast where we talk about the fucking horrifying things on our Discord.
Watch your mouth!
Minutes.
I
No,
caught
also
you
no,
swearing
you know what?
Gaming.
14 times this week. E-Man,
You
I
know
didn't
what?
hear him swear at all. I caught myself 5 times. Skull Kid, I only heard swear once.
Pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I have
next
a
time,
potty mouth.
Next time we'll be talking about E3 and the stuff and what's to come of that. So
And more stuff about the NSFW
And you'll
champ.
probably miss it because it's going to be on a different day than we announced. So,
We should have a Scrub Central NSFW like section every week. Each of us find like the 2 things that we think is the most like terrible, and the thing that we want the other members of the podcast to see the most, just because of how bad it fucked us up. Just post
yeah.
them all in the
that's
Skype
15.
chat.
You have no idea
I think
what
we should
scene.
just do away with structure.
You
and
have
just
no
have
idea.
discussions on this podcast. And then
I don't
have
know a
the
way to
topic
do that
afterward.
without it being like not what I want though. It's all mine. All about Christopher.
You just think it is.
Right.
I like to
All right,
pretend.
so
It's all of our thing. I do want to talk to you and E-Man and Kyo and try and work something out about that though.
At least,
Rightos.
you know,
So-
put more time for us just to talk, because we have a lot of specialized
It's because,
interests.
to be fair,
So we
we've
can
been
start
like
out
talking
with-
a lot about anime.
We can talk.
And I
more
want to
about
give more
general
time to
life.
talk. I want to give more time to talk about that, but you guys fucking keep pushing me away from that. Because we always record late as fuck.
oh shit.
Like, that would be fine if all of our members were like adults who lived in places that could, you know,
Stay up late
deal with
or
that.
start early.
E-Man can't because of his father not letting him. Skull Kid, Kyo, and Vamp can't. I don't know how old Vamp is. Skull Kid, I assume, is a child. No
I'm
offense.
21.
Oh, wow, okay, never mind. So he can kind of just do what he wants, never mind, okay. Vamp, like, it kind of seems like he doesn't want to do whatever he wants. And he just kind of wants to have more structure in his life. So that's understandable. That's respectable. And Kyo
Yeah,
Kyo is a
wait,
literal
wait.
child. Kyo is a literal child. No, like Vamp just doesn't seem like the kind of person that wants to stay up really late doing a podcast. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm down to stay
what you
stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning on a work night to do this podcast. I don't care if it's a 4-hour podcast. I will do a 4-hour podcast, talk about whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But no one
Oh.
wants to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, Raw! Oh!
You okay?
Well, there's more to be. There's a lot more to be. There's one more to be, but it's a 2B
Wait.
cosplay, and it's pretty sick.
Wait, to be cosplay, I gotta see this.
Oh,
Oh, that's sick. Oh my god!
Oh no!
Alright, yeah, but
Yeah.
podcast over, guys.
Podcast
End
over.
recording.
Goodbye,
End
everybody. We'll see you
recording.
next time.
Come watch our YouTube video. Come watch our Twitch channels. Everything's in the description. We love you all. Please send us questions on our fucking Facebook page because I really want to answer your questions. And no one in the chat ever cares to ask us questions.
Send us questions! Or I'll
Goodbye, everybody.
I'll scream! 500 times!
Questions,